Hi everyone, welcome to the Long Beach Real Estate Market Update for April 2025, where we make sense of the market data so you can make an educated decision when it comes to buying or selling a home. The median sales price in Long Beach was $800,000, down 5% from the median sales price in March, but up 15% versus the median sales price in April of last year. 52% of the homes sold in the last 30-day period sold below their listing price, while only 35% sold above. Inventory or month supply is at 3.4 months, up 10% versus 3.1 month supply in March. And this is up 21% versus 2.8 month supply in April of last year. The median number of days on market was 16 days in April, which is up 14% from 14 days in March. And this is up 45% from last April's 11 days on market. New listings are down 11% to 246, and active listings are up 6% to 612. Versus last year, new listings are down 23%, and active listings are up 22%. Closed sales took an 18% step up to 193 in April. This is up about 3% versus last April's 187. Interest rates continue to hover between 6.19% and 7%. Depending on your personal financial profile and the particular loan product you choose. For a long time, the housing market has been all sunshine and roses for sellers. Homes were flying off the shelves, and buyers had to compete like crazy. But lately, things have started to shift. Some areas are still super competitive for buyers, while others are starting to see homes sit on the market for longer periods of time, giving buyers a little bit more breathing room. In other words, it's a tale of two markets, and knowing which one you're in makes a huge difference when you're trying to move. What is a buyer's market versus a seller's market? In a buyer's market, there's lots of homes for sale with less competition. And with less competition, homes might sit on the market for longer periods of time, and they might not sell for as much as they would during a seller's market, giving buyers more room to negotiate. On the flip side, in a seller's market, there aren't enough homes for the number of buyers who are looking to purchase them. Homes will sell faster, with sellers getting multiple offers, and home prices shoot higher because buyers are willing to pay more to win that home. For years, every market across the country was a strong seller's market, and that made it tough for home buyers, especially first-timers. But now things are starting to shift. According to Zillow, the national housing market is starting to balance out. The index in this graph measures whether the national housing market is more of a seller's market, a buyer's market, or neutral market. Basically, whether it favors buyers, sellers, or if it's not swinging in either direction. Each month, the market is measured between 0 and 100. The closer to 100, the bigger the advantage sellers have. The orange bars in the middle of the graph show the years when sellers had their strongest advantage, from 2020 to 2022. But as time has gone on, the market has become more balanced. It's shifted from a strong seller's market to a less intense one. And lately, it's been neutral more than anything else. That's the gray bars on the right side of the graph. That means buyers are gaining some negotiating power again. In a balanced market, homes tend to stay on the market a little longer. Bidding wars are less common, and sellers may need to make more concessions, like price reductions or helping with closing costs. That shift gives today's buyers more opportunities and less competition than a couple of years ago. Why are things changing? Inventory plays a big role. When there are more homes for sale, buyers have more options, and that tends to cool home price growth. As data from Realtor.com shows, the supply of homes available for sale isn't growing at the same rate everywhere. This graph shows how inventory has changed compared to last year, the blue bars, and compared to 2017 through 2019, the red bars, in different regions of the country. The South and West regions of the U.S. have seen big jumps in housing inventory in the past year. That's the blue bars on the right. Both are almost back to pre-pandemic levels. That's why more buyers markets are popping up there. But in the Northeast and Midwest, inventory is still very low compared to pre-pandemic. That's why those red bars are so big. That means those areas are more likely to stay sellers markets for now. What does this mean for you? It's important to remember that every local market is different. Even if national headlines say one thing, your local town or even your very neighborhood could be telling a totally different story. Knowing which market you're in helps you make smarter decisions for your move. That's why it's so important for you to be working with a local real estate agent like myself right now. I can help you understand the unique trends in your area and can help you make the best choices whether you're buying or selling. With my help, you can move no matter which way the market is leaning, because you'll know how to navigate the various levels of buyer competition, how to find locally hidden gems, how to price your house right, and how to negotiate based on who has the most leverage in the current market. Bottom line, if you're ready to move or even just thinking about it, reach out to me. I'd love to help you understand the local marketplace and help you create a plan that works for you. If you have any questions about anything we've talked about today or would like some data on an area outside of Long Beach, please reach out to me. I'm Brandon Pettis. See you next month.